Alright, so it is Saturday and I decided to do a scrap run because I had to run out for something else. I've actually got my daughter with me, but that's what we just found in one bin. So that over there is full of wire, and then so is the box behind here, and then we found all that cat wire and other electrical wire. So that was a nice score on one of the first bins. And then there's my daughter. We're doing a little daughter-father bonding by jumping in dumpsters. She actually really enjoys doing it with me. I don't know why, but I think for her also it's the thrill of the hunt. So I'll take it anytime that I can get with my kids. I seriously doubt my son would be into this, but my daughter loves it. Nothing in there. I actually hit these the other night. Alright, so we had a couple of others and struck out. So this one, bucket tile, lots of tile. Actually, if you wanted to piece some together, I mean, look at this. That's still good. That's nice. Look at that. I am not lugging around a bunch of tile. Even. Now that is maybe something worth getting. There she is. Oops. Look at this stuff. I might actually, I might have to crawl in here.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah, I might have to like get inside that one and look around for a little bit. Light bulbs, but no fixtures. I want the fixtures. Nope. Some stuff's just not worth digging through. All right, do we want some plants? Look at these. Huh. And cigarette butts. Look at that. I don't know. I don't know what they are and how good they'll keep. But those might be worth throwing in the truck. There's a few of them. Get the ones without cigarette butts. I don't know if that's an indoor plant, outdoor plant. Is it worth getting? I don't know. And just boxes. I have to think about that one. Put those back in before I leave. But I don't know. Think about it. Alright, so I came back to look through here, and other than finding like a couple of squares, it's just not worth listing on like Facebook or anything like that for even $1 a piece, so I'm not going to bother with it. If I could find like a whole pack, then I'd take the whole thing, but it's either like one pack of the plain stuff or just a couple of those, and then there's broken ones inside of them. So for that reason, I'm passing on all this. But let's take a look and see what we got in here. Probably, there's some boxes. I gotta put the camera away and take a look at what's in there. Just empty boxes in there, and I haven't seen anything else in here. Man, my truck sounds awful. I'm not gonna even dig down into those bags. Alright, so we just hit the jackpot. Can't take all these because they're so long, but this isn't a metal recycling bin because they've got all that trash in there, insulation and everything. So we're just going to take what we can fit. So we'll see what we can get out of here and head to the next one. But that's what we got so far. It's pretty good stuff. So we got what we could. The problem is it was covered in paint, and now my daughter It's also covered in paint, but you can see that paint was running through these lines. But we continue to put it in anyway. These brass fittings, there's no way I'm getting those off the pipe. It's just all getting turned in as shred because that is just too much effort to try to get those off. But yeah, it was, look at that, up underneath there. So now even all the cord underneath is probably covered in paint. So I'll have to wipe some of this off before I handle it again. And it just looks like it's gonna stay in the truck till Monday when I do a scrap run. So I'm digging around in this one and I found that radiator and that metal, and then I was digging through here and came across this. So that's a nice little score. So that's gonna come with me. And now I'm interested to see if there's any more of that. I almost jumped out of here and then I felt that box was really heavy. So take a look, but I don't see a whole lot. Well, put the camera down, look through some more, and then get out of here. She's still on the lookout, even though she's got paint on her. So since we took so long in that dumpster, grabbing a bunch of stuff like this radiator, and I've got a bunch of refrigerator parts like that one there, and a couple of other small copper pieces. She just went and checked the last couple. There's nothing in them, I don't think. Found this in one of them, and then just some other small stuff like this. So we are going to move on to the next one. Just couldn't film everything. We're trying to get in and out of here quick, but we got a couple more to go. All right.
It's empty.
Empty?
Yep.
All right. We'll just walk to the rest rather than drive around. This one is empty. Looks like trash day. Must be Friday. Actually, there's one down there I'll take a look at. This one we saw through the bushes. Never been to this one before, but I don't know. There's some boxes down here. Empty. It doesn't sound interesting, but I'll take a look anyway. So I keep forgetting to film, and in the last open top there were just wood, and then I found somebody had dumped rotors, so I picked up 2 rotors. Let's see. Oh, I can't get up that way. Let's see what they got in here. That is some heavy piping. We are going to get that. So that's exhaust tube, and then so is that of some sort, and then you got a clamp there, so I'm going to grab all of that. And metal shelving, maybe. Empty. That one was empty. She's gonna check those 2. Man, I'm getting a workout today. It's been a mess because of all that. I realized it wasn't paint, it's pigment. And the pigment may not come out of her clothes, but we're gonna try. So I think all these dumpsters were just emptied. We are gonna head out of here. So these have been pretty good for metal, and there is metal in there. So got the, I don't know if I want to take that lightweight stuff, but there is the umbrella stand underneath there, and these metal rods, and then those metal rings. So yeah, we'll definitely be taking all of that. So this one here, I'm gonna cut the cord on that one. There's some stuff in here that I can cut the cords on. These are full TVs, but I mean, that was a return and it's junk TV anyway, but there's something in that box. You've got this, so I think all this stuff I'm gonna throw inside the cab, and then more wires, so we're gonna hit this. My daughter went the other way to check a couple, and that is just cardboard and pallets. Yeah, there's nothing underneath there. So that last one, we found a bunch of doorbell cameras. Some of them are still new in the package. I don't know what to do with those. Found some DVR looking things, but I gotta decide if I want to look at selling those and then deal with someone returning them because they don't work, and I'd rather not since we pulled them out of a dumpster. So unfortunately yesterday my camera was not working properly, and my daughter and I scored on 2 open tops behind a building, and we found a ton of metal. So in addition to what I filmed with the natural gas pipe, there was a ton of metal in these open tops, all sitting underneath there for now because I had to go back and make a second run, and she joined me on that before she went home. Found a lot of server type stuff, filing cabinet, the legs of the tables. I mean, I think they're completely gutting this building. This here alone, this beam, this server tower, I think it is, this has got to weigh at least 80 to 100 pounds. I've got all sorts of stuff that my daughter neatly stacked in there, so I've probably got at least 500 pounds in the back of this thing. This unit here, it's I don't know if it's batteries or what, but this thing right here weighs at least 30 pounds. So I've got to sort through all this. I got to get it out of here. I think I'm going to make another run back there today. It's Sunday. I'm afraid they're going to empty these things on Monday, but my girlfriend also needs to borrow the truck, so I'm going to have to unload it. I'll cover it so that nobody takes it, and then tomorrow I'm going to have to make a scrap run and then decide how much do I really want to break this stuff down. Because I only want to break this stuff down to the point that it's fun to me, because if it's not fun, I'm not going to do it. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my effort. Cost per hour really doesn't come out to anything, since this is just a keeping me busy project type of thing, this dumpster diving. I'm only going to break it down to what makes sense. So for that server type stuff that's in there, I am going to contact a company that's not too far from here that buys that type of stuff, see if they're interested. If not, it'll probably all go to shred. It's not stainless steel, already checked, it's all steel. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be doing a couple of scrap runs. I'll post my costs on those and see what I get out of all this, but I'm estimating with what I've got already probably $75 to $100. So hopefully I'll add to that today, but for now I need to unload the truck, cut all the wires off of that server tower or whatever that thing is, and do a lot more sorting. There's wires in there, there's brass in there, there's mostly shred, but I'll take out what I can, separate what I can, and then tomorrow make a couple of runs, see what I get for it. So here's some of the stuff that we got yesterday. I got a ton of wire. That's just insulated wire, but a lot of Cat 5 wire, other wires in here. These are pretty good. And then just miscellaneous copper, brass, all that I found yesterday and the day before. So I've got a lot of sorting out to do this week and need to get organized, because this is a lot more clustered than I want it to be. I don't want to turn into a big mess. So try to get rid of this stuff as soon as I get it in. I'm going to keep certain things in buckets until they get full, like wire and brass and things like that, but the rest of it just got to go. And that's another reason why I'm not going to break everything down to the minute detail and try to get as much money out of it as I can, because it's just not worth it, and I don't want this place to turn into a huge dump. So this is already making me uncomfortable, so I need to do something about this soon. But yeah, that's just some of the stuff that I've accumulated over the past couple of days. But this bucket, that's a good 20 pounds of cat wire right there, and I've got another bucket somewhere also full. So I'll follow up with another video and show you some of my prices.